voice. The whole point of this video is I wanted to make a video for her so she could see the garden and I don't know, just experience what I planted so she can, I don't fucking know. I wanted to make a video because she likes the garden. I think she likes gardens. And she would appreciate it, I think. So I was going to make a video and send it to her, but then I was like, you know, that's the purpose of YouTube, right? Make a video intended for one person's viewing so everybody can view it. So I decided, yeah, I'll bring the camera out, play with the lapel mics, and make a little video out here in the garden. Yeah, and there might be more of these to come because I've been planning on doing shit like this for a while. Except for these little guys have been hiding pretty good on me. But yeah, with before I ramble on about way too much, I'm gonna get back into that garden. 'Cause I gotta hoe it a little bit more. I gotta clean some shit up, you know. But yeah, the tour will begin just momentarily for you guys. Yeah, wait just a minute. You'll be there in just a quick flash. Oh, look at that. I don't even need an editing program. Do 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 do. Look at that. See? See, look at that. Look at how fun gardening can be. How beautiful everything can be. Look at that. Those are melons, watermelons, or, you know, here's some cherry tomatoes. I got my own trellis line hooked up for them that I made so that, you know, because I planted so many of them. But yeah, look at that. I put my finger in the lens. Yeah, look at all that. All those tomatoes. There's probably about, there's 8 tomato plants in this row. There was more, but the deer got to them, just like they've got to most things in the garden. There's even more tomato plants in that row. Those are also cherry tomatoes. These 2 rows are 2 different types. And then over onto the next row are a type of lettuce and some more tomatoes. These are beefsteaks. I planted them kind of late, so they're coming in kind of slow. And they were twice the size, but the deer decided to munch on them. And then, you know, we walk around this way, past these, and what do we got over here? We've got some other plants. This is the acorn squash, I believe. Yes, I'm gonna go with that because the acorn squash, look at that, is planted a little late also, and all the other squashes have, you know, come into fruition. Look at that row. Look at that. And look at this. Yeah, can you see that? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that phallic object. Yeah. There's so much phallic objects going on in this garden. These right here are melons. If these aren't melons, then they're watermelons, and then those ones are melons. But I'm pretty sure I've got them in my head the right way. But, you know, coming on over here, you know, there's a horsey over there. Oh, yeah. What do you think, Crystal? Eve beautiful this time of year? But these are some beets. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Just imagine if I had a drone, huh? Just imagine. Coming over here, look at this, Chris. Beans. Beans. These are 50-foot rows over here. The other ones were, I think, 50 foot only. These ones are 54, 56. Look at those beans. 3 rows of them. The next row's over there. Those are carrots. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at those carrot tops. Look at those. What's my favorite type of carrot top? A green one. Get it? You remember Carrot Top? Is he still a funny thing right now? Look at this. These are sugar snap peas, and I got them growing on a line. And these ones, this whole row is coming in. This row's sparse because of the deer, and they're kind of hard to see. This row right here, I've got 2 lines up because they're tall enough to reach another line. And we come over here to 54-foot row of jalapenos. Well, I guess this row and the next row, half of them are jalapeno. So I guess, yeah, 54-foot row of jalapeno. These ones are cayennes coming in. And, again, this garden was put in late, because of all the frost we get here in Michigan. Do you remember the frost, Crystal? Or have you been gone long enough to forget the frost? Look at these. Look at these zucchini. They're coming in too. I already harvested some of them because some of them are real ready. Look at that one. That's another one of those phallic objects. Look at that. Oh yeah. You gotta rub phallic things, right? Is that what I'm getting out of everything? And then we got, look at this. This is a 54-foot row of cucumbers, and the deer have topped every single fucking one of them, including my decoy pile. I'll show you that in a second. And then the whole back part, that right there, that's all corn with some weeds and grass in the front part of it because it's too tall now for the cultivator to go through, so I got a hand hoe until the corn gets big enough, it shadows. But look at that. Again, imagine if I had a drone. Okay, enough fucking around, right? Yeah, that's all corn. All corn. All the way back there. There's 94-foot row, and there's 94 foot or 94 foot I think, and there's 24 rows of corn. That's if they all seeded out, which I know they did, except for the deer got them, and my first couple passes with the cultivator kind of fucked up some of them because I hit a rock and swiped some out. So, but that's almost I think 1,000 ears, or maybe more, because it's ambrosia corn, which probably does 2 ears per. These are Atlantic pumpkins, or something along that lines. These supposed to get like 1,000-pound pumpkins. There's 4 of them here. Look at that. Look at that milkweed. Fuck you. They're fucking horrible. That right there in front of us, that's a not even a low spot, but it gets so wet this year when I started to do this that the tractor wanted to sink in it. And then these are the other cucumbers I planted. They're coming back from the deer topping them, but you can see that. Look at that. Look at that shit. I love cucumbers, so It upsets me a little bit if I don't get a cucumber this year, but who cares? These are more zucchinis. These 2 rows were just thrown here because I had extra zucchini and cucumber seeds, and I thought, you know, throw something out for the deer, right? So that they might defer from somewhere else. No, they go after the yummy shit, the other shit. These are also pumpkins, Atlantic pumpkins. These ones, though, have sprawled out a little bit more. And look at that. Look at that. He's got a pumpkin. It's got a couple pumpkins. But, yeah. I hope you guys liked that tour. Yeah. Now you can. Hope you guys liked that tour. I got myself a spot picked out just like Grandpa. You know, where you take a break every now and then when you're done hoeing. And I'm still using that old hoe that Grandpa gave me when I was a wee lad. Remember that? This is if you don't remember, Crystal, one of the first hoes that was in Grandpa's business. It was Grandpa's brother bought that for him when they started the business together. That's how old that fucking thing is. Older than me. God, could you imagine being older than me? That must be hell, huh, sis? How is it becoming an older person, you know? I wouldn't know because I'm younger than you, so I'm just fucking around. It's so hot here. I don't know how hot it is over there for you guys. Oh, I shouldn't wait for a response because I'm not going to hear you through the camera. Okay. My daughter drinks out of the sippy cup, Chris. So, I bought myself one. Look at that. Look at that fucking sippy cup. Allie drinks out of it better than I do also. She loves drinking water out of it. If I have that out, I've got to get Roseanne's out because Allie wants to drink it all constantly, so yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it made your day, Chris, and I hope it made maybe somebody else's. You know, since I made this video for you, and you know, I'm posting it on YouTube anyway, so everybody else can see. Just because I know there's some people that get satisfaction out of looking at that, and you know, there might be that one person that, you know, maybe that's what they get off to. You know, maybe me rubbing that zucchini over there, maybe that made somebody's night. Maybe that helped them finish. Maybe me showing a tomato plant. Oh, before I go, I didn't show you, did I? No, I didn't. Let me take you. Oop, my cell phone dropped. My bell mic is in my beard again, if you didn't notice. But let me show you this. I forgot to because, you know, I was showing you everything else. But look at this. Okay, look. Fuck, where'd they go? Because I lost sight of them when I was saying, look at this. Okay, there's a little teeny tiny one. You see that? But if we look a little harder, and you guys probably already see it before I do, because I'm at probably a different angle than what I was when I walked over here. Or was I looking at a totally different one? I mean, they all have them, but yeah, one of them had them a lot better than the others. But it looks like, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. I seen them when I walked over. Oh, because it was in the next plant. Look at this. Look at this. Excuse the shitty lighting. Look at those. Cherry tomato. I hate fucking tomatoes. Look at that cherry tomato. Cherry tomato. Green cherry tomatoes. Yeah. Isn't that weird? I planted a shit ton of tomatoes for everybody else. Because I don't really care for tomatoes. Ever since, I was a little kid. I just can't get over the texture. But I like tomato soup, tomato juice. I like anything except for the meat from a tomato. I guess not so much the meat, maybe the skin. My grandma, remember when we used to pick the shit out of the garden with grandma and grandpa and we'd eat it, Crystal? Well, remember the day grandma told me that while I was biting into a tomato, a nice big beefsteak tomato, she said, a tomato worm's just as juicy as a tomato. You'd never know if you bit into one. Ever since then, I can't eat a tomato like that. And I think it's because every time I go to bite a tomato, I'm thinking, am I biting into a worm maybe? I don't know. Because the thought doesn't cross my mind when I go to bite into it. Just well after I think about that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like tomatoes, but I grow them because I love growing plants. I got marijuana plants I've been growing. Everybody knows that. I showed them last year. I videoed them last year. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I love you, Crystal. I love you, Q. And no, Q, I'm not dying. It's just sweat and it's really hot out. But for you, I'll take a drink of water. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. And to everybody else, as always, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.